Well, I'll go ahead and start since it'll be recorded anyways. So welcome everyone to our first ever co-hosted webinar with ISA. We're super excited to join forces and assist in building a meaningful veteran community for those that are interested in entering the health tech industry or even curious about entering it. We have some really exciting updates to share with everyone throughout all of this event. We'll be featuring an in-depth look at both MedTechVets and ISA's program. And let me share our agenda. We'll be introducing both teams as we go through what our organizations cover, going through missions, the programs, and we'll also do a live Q&A towards the end. So please feel free to enter your chats, comments, questions into the chat option. We'll kick things off with introductions. So I will go ahead and pass it over to the ISA team first.
Hey, thank you, Amy, and thank you for having us here. It's great to partner with MedTechVets and look forward to the discussion today. I'm Eric Hansen. I'm a former Air Force physician. I trained at Uniformed Services University and decided to go operational right after that as a flight doc, and did a lot of operational medicine, aeromedical evacuation, and then jumped into aerospace medicine, preventive medicine, did a master's of public health in epidemiology and genetics. And then next role was at the Surgeon General's office as Division Chief of Science and Technology for the Air Force Medical Service, and also Air Force Chair of the congressionally directed medical research program. And we've translated a lot of that into building ISA, and I look forward to introducing you to the rest of the team. Curly, if you want to go ahead.
Sure. I'm Curly Racer. I've been working with Eric for around 10 years now. I have a master's in biomedical sciences, and a big part of what I focus on with ISA is developing this coursework. Yeah, I'll hand it over to Casey.
Sure. Hi, thank you for having me. Thanks, Amy, for moderating. I'm so excited for our first informational webinar. I've been working with Eric and Curtly now for almost a year, and I'm the community director at International Scientific Advisors, and I am an Army veteran. I'm a military spouse. We're currently stationed in South Korea, so that's why it's very dark here. It's 4 a.m. And I got out of the military in 2016. I was a logistics officer, and I served 8 years. And after getting out, I worked mostly in veteran service organizations doing marketing and community building. And that's how I found ISA, and I'm the community director now, and I'm excited for the rest of our presentation.
It'd help if I was not on mute. Thanks everyone from ISA. I'll go ahead and introduce myself and pass it off to Brian after. I am the Director of Operations at MedTechVets. I've been with the organization for coming up on 2 years now. And it's just been such an honor to work with this company and see all the life-changing events that happen. Prior to this, I've worked with a couple different foundations, a few nonprofits, and some military companies not related to the medical technology field. But I was fortunate enough to find out about the company through our president and chairman, Derek Herrera, who Eric also knows as well. So it's just been a really great journey, and we're really excited to collaborate with ISA today. Brianne, off to you.
Hi, I'm Brianne Tarrant. I'm the program manager at MedTechVets. I started in February of this year, and it's been an amazing opportunity. I don't have any military affiliation personally. I do have family, but I did work in the pharmaceutical industry for 7 years prior to going to college, and then I did this post-college. Thank you, ISA, for joining us today, and I will pass it off to Amy.
I believe Eric is next up to introduce their first slide.
Yeah, thank you. And so ISA, we started September 2020, and it's really a military connected community of health leaders with a purpose-driven mission of advancing life-saving technologies. And we're building ISA to provide each ISA fellow that we train with an individualized roadmap and the resources necessary for our medical connected community, really to continue serving beyond the military and within the health and life sciences industries. And with that, I'll let our community director, Casey Valente, tell you more about the ISA community. I look forward to your questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric. So the ISA community is a group of like-minded individuals, organizations, and companies. And like Eric said, we're all on a mission to serve with a purpose and help shape the future of life-saving technologies. And our community has three main groups consisting of our community partners, our fellows, and our marketplace. Our community partners are mission-aligned organizations who are equally as committed as we are to serving the military connected community. And some of our partners are MedTechVets, Veterans Ascend, and we are about to partner with Boots to Books, which is really exciting. And all of our community partners, together we come and provide synergistic support to our next group in our community, which are our fellows. So as of right now, we have over 25 fellows, and they range from active duty, veterans, military spouses, DoD federal employees, and we even trained a military dependent, and they've all completed our level 1 fellows course. And so that's what it means when we say fellow. And the last group in our community is our marketplace. And this consists of early and growth stage health industry companies looking to do exactly what our mission is, and that's to advance life-saving technologies. So we all come together, and that is what shapes the ISA community. If you could go to the next slide, Amy. And, we truly believe it takes everyone in our community to do great things. And through our community, we've been able to accept and train on average 15 to 20 fellows per cohort. And we typically do 3 cohorts per year. And so far, we've provided over $300,000 worth in fellowships to our fellows, which is we're really proud of that. And then my last slide. So this is what we call our roadmap to health tech. And this is just a breakdown of what the journey looks like for an ISA fellow. So if you're interested in our training programs, the first step is to apply for a fellowship. And like I mentioned, our fellows that are qualified are active duty, military veterans, spouses, dependents, federal employees with a background or training in health, biotech, or life sciences. So once you apply and you get accepted to the program, you train for your role. And the roles include scientific advisor, research specialist, or project managers. And all of those roles come together and shape a virtual scientific advisory team. And I know this is a lot to digest, but I promise the next slide, Curly will break down the level 1 training course. So the next step in the process after you train for your role is to explore your options. And I think this is the most exciting part because there's a lot of flexibility here. Our fellows either start their own companies, they freelance in our marketplace, they look for part-time, full-time employment, or they even just use this training to supplement their current education and upskill their resume. So once you've explored your options, the last piece is to make your impact, and that's the most exciting part of it all. And I'll pass it over to Curtly, and he's going to provide a little more about our actual training program, which is called the Level 1 Foundations course.
Awesome. Thanks, Casey. Our Level 1 Foundations course is a online, completely virtual 3-month course. Consists of 12 asynchronous modules. So it's 1 module per week. And included with that, we have weekly group discussions, present weekly case studies, and we try to encourage everyone in our cohort to engage with each other and with us as well to get a good understanding. This training, it prepares our fellows for, like Casey mentioned, to serve in roles on a virtual scientific advisory team. And some of the topics we cover include dual-use technologies, non-dilutive funding from both DoD and other federal agencies, technology transfer and commercialization, and collaborating with companies, DoD investigators, and the ISA community. I look forward to any questions anyone might have about the training more specifically at the end of this.
All right, so the ways you can connect with ISA, you can visit our website at joinisa.io. You can email us at hello@joinisa.io, or you can use our first names at joinisa.io and email us. And we're also on LinkedIn at International Scientific Advisors. And we just started a Facebook page. So if you prefer to follow us on Facebook, we now have a page, and you can just find us at International Scientific Advisors. Thanks, Amy.
Thanks, Casey. So I'll go ahead and give a little overview about our program, MedTechVets. It was a nonprofit founded in 2012. Our mission is to help military veterans transition and find a career with purpose in the medical technology industry through education, mentoring, and networking. And the vision really just mirrors that message. So we cover assisting veterans when they're interested in entering the industry with jobs, anything relating to medical technology. So life sciences, pharmaceutical, med device, medical technology, all falls under that realm. MedTechVets, we bridge the gap for veterans by providing a personalized career transition service. So we take veterans through a 7-week virtual course, and throughout that course, they are provided with some career discovery, personal development, career guidance, and mentorship as well. We serve veterans who plan to enter medtech, life science, pharma, and medical device industries. And then post our academy, we offer personalized job search support for all of the veterans that have gone through our program with our different partners. We're designed to equip participants with the skills and awareness required to secure meaningful employment and integrate into the workforce. So our whole company was founded on the idea that there was a lack in veterans in the medical technology space. There's a lot that aligns between your service in the military and serving in medtech. So that's really where the vision came from. Mike Minogue, he is the co-founder of MedTechVets, and he really just wanted to help close that gap for veterans and help them find meaningful employment after service. So we offer a 4 times a year cohort. We have it in winter, spring, summer, and fall. We usually release the dates about 6 to 8 months ahead of time. So our next cohort is starting on October 5th, and then our winter cohort will be beginning on January 5th. Brianne, I'll turn it over to you if you want to go through the first few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. So we start off with a meet and greet that's 2 weeks prior to the 7-week academy. And during that meet and greet, we go over just kind of the purpose and the values, what you will be doing throughout the 7 weeks, also introducing kind of the beginning of the pre-work. And then week 1, we go over the medical technology industry. We kind of discuss what are the different roles within the industry and give a broad overview of kind of the industry, so you have a better understanding of what your military, how you can translate your military service to the medical technology industry. And then week 2, we start working on how to market yourself. How do you translate your resume from military to civilian? Ways in which you can utilize your job search and implement it into your resume as far as keywords. And then for week 3, that is where we help you brand yourself on your LinkedIn. That is a very important part in the medical device industry. Oftentimes your resume triggers you for your skills, but they follow up on your LinkedIn to see what sets you apart from others. And so that's our week 3, and I'll pass it off to Amy to finish week 4 through 7.
So beginning with week 4, we place a pretty heavy emphasis on interviewing. We know it's a really important part of going through the academy program. So week 4, we introduced how to interview in person, virtually, and even recorded interviews, different techniques to consider that you might not have thought of, how to be prepared, just, generally being aware of your surroundings. And then we take everything that we've learned from weeks 1 through 4. And in week 5, we do interview readiness, which is where we host mock interview sessions with different recruiters. And it's just an amazing week where veterans get to meet one-on-one with recruiters as if they were in a personal interview process, but they get real-time feedback. So it's a really critical week to kind of help them develop their skills for when they're starting their job search. Week 6 is our capstone presentation. So veterans will take everything that they've learned over the course of our academy programming and turn that into their job search plan, what they're going to do, what jobs they're going to nail down, the geographical areas. And that is presented to a panelist who then offers their feedback. And then week 7 is by far my favorite week. We host a signature networking conference for all of our partner companies to come on and just network with all of our veterans. And it's a really fun evening just to see the organic conversations form, see who makes connections, and then see the follow-up that happens from there. Brianne, off to you again.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of our bread and butter to show you how successful our program is. We have served 68 veterans since fall of 2020, and we're growing rapidly. And so out of those 68 veterans, 76% of them were employed within 6 months post-graduation. And of that, 81% of them were employed within the industry. As well as 100% of the veterans would recommend the academy. We always have raving comments after the academy that we've really helped help veterans transition, and we have 100+ industry partners and growing. Next slide. Thank you. And then this is how you can connect with us. You can go to our website at medtechvets.org and click if you want to apply for the academy, you can click the veterans tab and it'll bring you to an application. It's a 3-step application process. First is the application, and then an informational interview, and then a question survey. And then you can email Amy Ryder, our Director of Operations, at aryder@medtechvets.org, or you can go to our socials. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you.
All right, so we'll go ahead and open it up for Q&A at this point in time. Brianne is currently monitoring our chat, so I will turn it over to you, Brianne, if you see any questions. If not, I have some to ask the ISA team.
Not any questions so far.
Okay, perfect. Well, feel free to hop on at any time with comments and questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. We plan to be on this webinar for the next 12 minutes or so. But in the meantime, Eric, could you share a story about one of your fellows? I'd love to hear kind of their journey through ISA and what happened afterwards.
Yeah, thank you. I think we've had the opportunity already to have multiple of the ISA fellows train, within the MedTechVets program. And I know that we have another with Jim Carroll. He's going to start up in October, and so he's excited about that. And but one that we had training recently through the DoD Skill Bridge program as an intern, also trained in MedTechVets, and that was Daniel Santana. And so with his background, he was very interested in space and how could he get into medical aspects of space. And so after completing the MedTechVets, he was very actively engaged and had some great leads, from that process, and was hired, by Northrop Grumman to jump into that area. And so combining that interest in space and his background from Air Force, really great combination. And then looking at how could he help bring biomedical technologies to Northrop Grumman's mission, and then DoD and other entities as well, and how could we provide crosstalk between the technologies that we find that could also help the space mission. So it's one of how the network works well within the ISA community.
I love that. And Daniel, he went through our programming as well, and he was probably one of my favorites. His interest in medical technology and space was very unique. We had not gotten that before. So I was able to learn a lot through him throughout the process. And we're really thankful for the connection between our two organizations. Casey, could you share a little bit about what your goals are for this upcoming year and into 2023?
Sure. So I have a lot of goals. I'm very ambitious. Let me think about the most important. Well, I would say my move to South Korea really highlighted a major problem in the military community, specifically for military spouses being underemployed, unemployed, or having trouble finding employment after they relocate. And so getting to know our fellows, we have several military spouses who live internationally. We have some in Spain, Germany, Japan, and they had successful careers before they had to move because of their spouse. And now they're unemployed. They're looking for training opportunities, employment. So I always knew it was a problem, but I didn't realize how big of a problem it was until I moved internationally and then met more fellows through our community. And so I think my two biggest goals would be to increase our partnerships and find more partnerships that can help with this problem, and also expand and continue to build our freelance marketplace and just help build more flexible, remote, virtual work opportunities for people in the medical industry.
Thank you. We have a question online. Are the academies primarily for non-clinicians, or do you work with doctors as well?
I'll take that over. So in regards to going through the academy program, we definitely don't turn anyone away that is interested in the medical technology space. We've actually had a couple people come through and they've gone on to further their nursing degrees, worked in hospitals. We haven't actually worked with a doctor yet, but we have more ways to connect versus than just going through our academy. So we have a mentorship program as well. So we are always looking for mentors that are working within the medical technology industry, whether your background be, specifically in the clinic side or, even doctors. We wouldn't turn that down. We're always looking for people to best match our fellows that are going through the program. So there's a couple different ways to get involved. And doctors are definitely one that would fall under that scope. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can jump in and talk about some of the mix of fellows as well. And we've anybody with a medical background, from the military, that unique combination is of great interest to participate in level 1 and future level 2 and level 3 training. And we've had nurses, doctors, we've PhD researchers, but we've also had master's degrees, bachelor's, associates. So we want to cover the whole continuum of education and have people participate. We've had 9 medical PA personnel attend. We've had 9 PhDs and 13 postgrads. So it's a broad mix, which really brings a lot to the community. And then for opportunities, like Casey mentioned, of even starting a business, we've had 3 that have started businesses, including a pararescueman, who started a technology that he licensed out of a university, and then a couple have started their businesses. 6 are in progress to start businesses. Another 4 are considering it. So it's a broad group, broad range of opportunities that, please connect with us if you have any questions about how you fit.
Okay, we have kind of another similar question online. It says, hello, I'm a veteran who is also a physician. I have been practicing for 17 years. I'm looking for a physician advisor consultant roles. What opportunities are available?
Yeah, I'll jump on that. I think that as I mentioned, I think if you're interested in that role, wherever you are in your career, the earlier the better. Because some people, even if they're full-time and start into this, the earlier you start learning and the earlier you take, some of the courses, the better, because you can always have this either full-time, part-time, or in between jobs. And this will always be available as a training opportunity wherever you are in your career as the time becomes available. But as you start having some of the mentors, the top cover, the other individuals within the community will make that process much easier and much more efficiently navigated, to get started up. We also want to provide ancillary services to vetted entities like legal, accounting, payroll, all the things you got to do with the company. But we can help ease that process for you.
I guess I'll chime in as well. So we've had a couple people that have gone through our program and have been interested in an advisor role. We have a lot of really great mentors that are advisors or consultants themselves. So it's a really cool feature to connect them with those mentors and kind of see their journey. They get to share their experiences, and it helps just make their network that much larger. They're able to introduce them to people that they might not have known before. So there's definitely opportunities in both organizations. Brianne, is there any other?
Nope, there's no more questions online.
Perfect. I can ask one more. I think we have time for at least one more question. I would love for everyone to share how can you get involved. I will, of course, direct that answer over to our program manager, Brianne, when it's her time, but ISA, if you want to take it from there first.
Sure. So the best way to get involved is 1, follow our LinkedIn page or Facebook page and support us through social engagement. Also, if you're interested in our training program, the Level 1 Foundations course, the next cohort we have starts January 3rd. So if you go to joinisa.io and you go to the training programs, you can submit a form there to sign up if you're interested to learn more about that. And that's the best way to get involved is go through the training.
So same for us, LinkedIn, share, follow us on our social medias. If you want to be a fellow in our academy, the next one is our winter that starts January 5th. Our fall starts October 5th, but the application process is closed currently. You can go to our website at medtechvets.org. You can click the veteran tab and apply for the academy. If you are employed within the medical device, life sciences, and pharmaceutical, and you're interested in becoming a mentor, you can go to our website as well and click the mentor tab and apply to be a mentor. We have those are the ways that you can get involved with MedTechVets. We look forward to hearing from all of you out there.
Awesome. Thanks, Brianne. So as we have a minute or so left, we wanted to share that we will also be joining forces to bring you another live webinar called The Power of Community on November 16th. More details and time will definitely be announced on both of our social media pages as well as our websites. But essentially, this will be a webinar where we get to bring on fellows that have gone through both of our programming and hear their experiences personally. So we're really, really excited to bring them on and share the development and what they're currently doing.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Amy, Brianne. Great to be here with you. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I will go ahead and stop the live streaming now. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
you.
Bye.